So there's this statement that people sometimes say that's saying, you are already enlightened right now in this moment. And that statement has some validity, yet it's also so easily misunderstood and misinterpreted that it can be used in a way that is detrimental to your own spiritual evolution. So the statement, you are already enlightened, what is that statement really trying to point you towards? It's saying that your true nature, who you really are, is literally right here in this moment. It's not something you have to go find. It's not something you have to achieve. It's not a goal. Like, let's say you're just totally broke and you want to, manifest $1 million. And so you do whatever it is that you do and you acquire $1 million. You get something that you didn't have before. Enlightenment is not the same way. It's simply realizing what is literally already here and what has been covered up this whole time. It's a lot like enlightenment, we could say, is the light of the sun. And the ego is kind of like clouds that cover the light of the sun. This veil of separation that blocks the light. Your job as a spiritual seeker, I don't really like that word seeker, but as in a sense somebody who's progressing towards enlightenment, is not to try to create the sun or turn on the sun or manifest the sun, because the sun is already there. It's already there. Your job is simply to remove the clouds that are covering up the sun. Get rid of all of the blocks to what is actually here in this moment. All of the mind stuff, all of the beliefs that are in there, the ego stuff that we have. As we let that go, we find the light of the sun shines naturally. It's not something that we have to create or make happen or even control. It's literally already here. So that statement, you're already enlightened, is designed to point people who are very seriously seeking enlightenment as something that is not here, to let go of the idea that enlightenment is something that is not already here. And instead, then begin clearing out all of the obstacles that are blocking the truth from realization in this moment. Enlightenment, instead of calling it enlightenment, probably a better term would be self-realization. It's the direct realization of your true self, experientially. It's just an awareness that happens, an awakening that is completely outside the domain of the mind. As the sense of I, the separate sense, like a sense of me that could be defined in any way, as a defined I falls away, and the true I, which is indefinable, realizes itself, that is enlightenment, self-realization. So the statement, you're already enlightened, yes and no. Yes, in the sense that enlightenment, in a sense, is already here, but no in the sense that if it's not been realized directly yet, there's still work to be done to get rid of all the obstacles that are blocking you from realizing who you truly are.